Well, hey everybody, this is Lynna, and you're watching Lynna's Life. Yes, I'm here in my bedroom. Yeah, here in Washington, and I haven't really done a live stream in quite some time, and I think one of the reasons is because Facebook doesn't let me do it anymore. So it's kind of a bummer, because I really like doing live streams, but Facebook doesn't, I mean, YouTube doesn't let me like do them unless I have like a million subscribers well, not a million, maybe a half a million. Well, not a half a million, maybe just 100,000. Well, not really 100,000, maybe just 1,000. Yeah. So, it's, it's, it's too bad, but this is where I'm at right now. So I don't know. I wonder why I can't get, my comments to show up here. Pardon me as I try to fix it. Let's see. People. Let's see. I could hold on. We're going to get this to go. So, bummer. Still trying. Trying. Mm. Okay. All right. Well, I see. I can see people's comments now. So it'll be cool. But anyway, yeah. So I'm here, right? I'm here, and I am just so glad. I'm so glad that life is different for me, because for a long time life just wasn't very good. It was it was a struggle. It really was. It was a struggle to wake up every morning and, you know, to be in the environment that I was in, which was pretty much against my transition ever since, I can remember. Um, and who knew all the twists and turns would happen and take place that would bring me to where I am today. But this isn't a bashing video or anything like that. I'm not here to say anything more than I've already said in the past. I mean, I've been pretty open about everything, Um, but yeah, that's been my life, right? And it's been difficult. It really has. Um, I don't know which direction I wanted to take this today, but I have a lot of things coming up. Um, as you guys know, I have spoken about getting breast augmentation surgery, and to all of you people who have been adamant against me doing any such thing, I just want to let you know that, it's going to happen. And I appreciate your concern, but this is going to take place. And I had my pre op appointment. So within the next month, I'm going to be getting augmentation. I am so excited. I am so excited. Actually it's actually surreal because I've been to the doctor a couple times now, and the first time was just to kind of give my surgeon a good idea of what I'm looking for. You know, um, right now I I have been wearing these falsies, right? I mean, I bought them. I bought them last year, so here they are, right? So um, I'm gonna be saying goodbye to these very soon. Either that, or I could be a D or something. But I am so looking forward to get the other one out. And I haven't been able to. Well, I haven't had them, you know, for very long. I got these in Minnesota when I was out there last year when I had originally broken up. But look at it's like a poor girl's um, breast implant, right? It's got that gummy bear feel to it. Yeah, it's got that gummy bear feel to it. So soon those things are going to be in the past, you know. And I have my own, you know, development that's taking place and stuff. Um, so I'm not totally like um, not, you know, breasted or anything, you know, because I have something, but I'm going to have a lot more, like a lot more. And for me, it's it's like a dream come true, you know? It's like something that if you were to ask me 6 months ago, Lynna, do you think you're gonna get breast augmentation? You know, at the time 6 months ago or even 10 months ago, um, I had gotten back together with my then husband, and we had talked about, you know, oh, we're gonna save money, we're gonna put money aside, you know, now that I'm working and you're staying at home, and you know we've got two incomes coming in. Um, we're gonna set aside and let's look up a place in Tucson, Lena. Let's look up a place that you could go to and stuff. Let's find doctors and all that. So I was really looking forward to it, but I knew that it was a long ways away. Like not something that was going to be even conceivable. I mean, you know, like the 5 year plan, you know, it was it was going to be a ways out there, you know, but it it became it became real when when I moved here. It became real. I just have so much to be grateful for. You know, I mean, so much. I am utterly thankful, utterly grateful to so many people. And, you know, others can say what they want to about, you know, the blessings of God being somebody, somebody else being the one to bring the blessings and stuff. But I know in my heart, I know in my heart that God has been with me my whole life, honestly. It's been, um, I remember as a little kid, I um, I just knew that God was going to be with me, and and was going to be guiding me throughout my life. You know, but others can say whatever they want to say, but I realize things for my own self, and I understand things, you know, and I know when I'm being blessed, you know, when I'm being given favor, when I'm able to have good things happen in my life. I mean, here I am in this room. Here I am in this state. Here I am in this in this house. I mean, I am blessed beyond all measure. I am unbelievably, like, being given so many things. I've been to Seattle like a few times. I've traveled and seen some really beautiful places all around here. My friends taking me to go visit different places, and we ate at a winery, had a burger. I just had, and I think I still have, some baby back because we just had some baby back ribs today. I put them in the Instapot that we bought a few months ago, and slow cooked them since like 10 o'clock this morning or something like that. And they came out very tender. And I made air fried a baked potato. No, it's a sweet potato for each of us, and had some corn on the cob. It was yummy. I didn't take pictures of it, anything like that. But it was so good. And we have so many leftovers. So whoever wants it, definitely, you're more than welcome, and we'll ship it out to you. Because it's that good. It's that good. I put some. I put some. I don't know why I'm so tired. But I put some barbecue sauce on it, and it was yum, yum, yummy. Um, I bought, what was it, yesterday? I went to Walmart and I bought some angel food cake. Yeah. And I got some stuff for the bathroom because I don't have enough like storage space for some of my things. So I bought this five shelf, 5 tier shelving unit, and I got a little, like, it's like a chest of drawer thingy. Um, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna fall asleep. Honestly, I'm not planning on it. But um, I just, I was able to send my son some money for an upcoming trip. He's going to visit um, the land of Shakespeare. So he's on this school study program or something, and he's an English lit major. So he's going to be in jolly old, merry old England. Um, and I was able to send him some fun money, to spend and stuff like that. Although I haven't seen him since last year for a few hours. And before that, fleeting moments in November 2014. And before that, a few hours or something in the spring of 2014. So I haven't really seen my son very often. And honestly, I don't even think I know him anymore, because he's a man. He's a 21-year-old man. And one of my biggest, you know, painful realities is in losing my relationship with my children. Um, but it's taught me a lot about perseverance. It's taught me a lot about waiting. It's taught me a lot about hoping. It's taught me a lot about wishing. Because I know, just like I was rescued from the bottom of that mountain, I know that someday we will meet again. All of my kids and I. And we will be able to connect. Um, and although life isn't the same, because it's not, um, people have changed. Like I was saying, like my oldest son is a man, and literally the kid could be married and have a family of his own. I mean, it's hard to believe I would be a grandparent. you know that's that's just crazy. I feel like ever since leaving Silver City, I felt like I was like so much younger. I mean, I just, it's like a new lease on life. It's like this newfound reality of just being able to walk in my freedom and walk in the joy of being who I am. You know, um, I'm not a person that is simply transgender. I mean, I think that term gets thrown around and it covers a lot of people. But as a transsexual person, I just wish that we could be done with labels. As a person who approaches life differently than the mainstream, or what would seem to be different, because honestly, um, I just consider myself, you know, a woman. You know, I mean, I don't, I don't really want to go by in life classifying myself as simply trans and stuff because I know I'm not, you know, and I know that there's going to be people who are going to disagree with that. And I don't say that to make it, um, to disrespect anybody. I really don't. I just say it because in my heart, in my heart, that's how I feel. It's just, you know, it's just how I feel. And if people don't agree, it's okay. It really is. It's it's perfectly okay. I am big enough to accept the fact that there are differing opinions, that people have different views, you know, about things. And that's great. Everybody has that right, to to say whatever they want, you know? It's all it's all good. It's all good. Um, if anybody wants to chat, I mean, I can definitely respond. I'll just say hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. I am so grateful to so many people. You've been so encouraging. I've had so many wonderful things. Like, I just got a message from my friend Jamie, and she was so sweet. My gosh. She's a genetic female, and she's been my friend, and she's been very supportive of me. Um, and she wrote some really kind words. Um, we joke around. It's funny. We wanted to meet for our girls weekend in New York City, and it's her birthday this month, so we were thinking about that. And then, while I have other things coming up, not too far in the distant future. The reason I just don't want to give you the full on dates and stuff because I don't want to give any details, I guess. But so many people are saying, you know, Lynna, I've noticed how your life has gone so positively these last few months since you moved. I mean, it's like you were being held back from living your authentic life and being who you are and being who you deserve to be. And then I was like, you know what? I think that's very abundantly evident and obvious that I have been able to really um, just blossom as a person. I mean, I feel like I can just, not have to look behind my shoulder, not have to worry about other people and their opinions. You know, I just I just am so grateful. And people have said, Lynna, I've noticed how you've been smiling a lot in your videos and how you've just like been so happy lately. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, they go, you weren't like that before. Any other time that you were married, it just didn't seem like you were happy. And I'm like, yeah, probably. It's probably true. I probably wasn't. Um, Although I was madly in love with the person that hi is look like I make 11. Now there's 12 watching. Hey Earl. Um, you know, I am just so excited. I mean, so excited about what's coming, you know. The 12th came in after me, LOLs. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just, it's I make these videos, about flowers and funny things, and we laugh and have a great time with my friend, and we just like laugh and have so much fun together. We were watching The Bachelorette yesterday, and she's like, Lynna, I think the guy from Nashville, that Jed guy, is perfect for you. If only we could get in contact with us. Like, friend, it's okay. It's okay. She's like, so how's Lena's love life these days? Is Lena going out? And like, um, I refuse to date anybody till after my breast augmentation surgery. because I just don't want to get any of the like emotional attachments, to anybody. I think that old dude from Phoenix is perfect for you. Oh, Errol, the old dude from Phoenix. Um, I I just, I left the Southwest and no hard feelings about the Southwest. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place. And probably there's pretty places that I would really, really like. I've never been to Sedona or Prescott, which I hear are beautiful. But I don't know. I've just been kind of like stuck on this place here in Manson. I mean, it's just beautiful. And every time we go driving out to the city, which is Wenatchee, um, we come through this like resort area, and then we go through this this tunnel, and it kind of reminds me when I was a kid growing up, and we used to go to the to Yosemite National Park, and how you go through a tunnel, and when you go out, you see Half Dome and El Capitan and the Yosemite Valley and the Merced River, and it's so beautiful. It's so picturesque. Well, you come through this cave. I was going to call it a cave. This tunnel, and it goes. Errol says, "I got a job, and I won't take your money, and I won't make you eat twigs and road gravel." Oh my God! Yeah, right. Road gravel. Will you make me pee in a cup? Um, oh, thank you, Vapor Farm. I appreciate you dead naming me. That's so sweet of you. Of course, I won't. I won't block you. I mean, if you must call me by a name that I haven't gone by in over 6 years, I guess that's your prerogative. Um, Stomp the Dragon. Hey, Len, I pray you get to reconnect with your kids. Awesome for your son. I spent 6 months in the UK on an international student exchange. Ah, to be young again. Paul, I think you're a handsome man. How are your children? Well, honestly, um, I've been attacked about my kids for as long as I've been transitioned. And, you know, I, I have painfully had to deal with a lot of things with regards to my children. And there are so many, there are so many things that people don't know with regards to the whole dynamic with my kids and with me, with my first ex, or my only ex, being that I was only married once, given the fact that my former partner, I guess, I don't know, whatever they want to call themselves, person that I was in love with, um, you know, basically said that we were unequally yoked or illegally married or whatever it is. So they go by single. Um, you know. But anyway, I I don't think that Vapor Farm, if you're asking an honest question, um, if you're being truthfully considerate of wanting to know how my children are. But if you must know, here's the scoop. Um, this time, this year, for the first time in a long time, I've been able to send my kids money for their birthdays, for my son's trip to Great Britain or to the UK. And that's something that I didn't have the opportunity to do with my ex, with my former partner, or the person that I was living with back in January, I guess, or whatever, for lack of better description. Um, you know, I was not allowed to be able to give anything to my kids. Um, they were basically negated from me. Um, so I couldn't give them money. I couldn't give them anything. I couldn't be a parent to them because my ex controlled all my finances and basically didn't want me to give anything to them. It's okay, Errol. You know how many times I've been attacked. You know, um, you know how many times I've been ridiculed and stuff and made fun of by people ever since I've been on YouTube. YouTube is a double-edged sword. On the one hand, I can meet people like my friend who who has been so gracious to let me live at her home. Um, but then on the other hand, I can meet people like the Zaper Farm, who is being absolutely disrespectful and rude to a person who is trans and obviously doesn't like to be called by a name that they don't go by. Legally is not theirs and does not symbolize who they are as a person. You know, but it's your prerogative. It really is. I'm not an angry person. I'm not a vengeful person. Um, I truly do love everyone. And Vapor Farm, you know, I still I still love even those that want to seek to hurt me. I mean, it is what it is. But Errol says there had to be one dickhead show up. Oh, how are you doing, Maritza? I don't know if it's Maritza or not. I honestly don't. Sherry Large. Oh, on the topic of The Bachelorette, talking about The Bachelorette, that Luke P dude. That dude has some anger issues. Hope she kicks him off next week. I agree, Sherry. I just think Luke P is just a really spineless, rude, crude, narcissistic guy. And, he's really just, you know, he twists things. And, you know, I'm familiar with how people twist things. It's a very it's a very common thing for me to see. Um, um, oh, someone says, "Hi, my sweet friend." Oh, Tracy. Hi, Tracy in Minnesota. How are you? Um, Paper Farm says, "I'm just curious. No hate here," and that's great because we don't hate people here, and we don't just block people and get mad at people, and you know have some you know chat group that's like being monitored by all of my moderators. Honestly, I don't even think I have a moderator that's here. Um, I don't really, I don't want to control people or tell them what they can or can't say, So if people want to be rude, I guess that's their prerogative. They can be rude. Um, Someone writes, "Oh, Maritza, you aren't curious. You are married to Lynna. How about you log into a genuine profile? Or is this another of your lies? Are you too scared to use a real profile, Lynna? I mean, Maritza? Sorry, Lynna. It's okay. I'm not Maritza. I'm just calling Maritza out for her constant lying and bullshit like she's doing here." Sherry says, "I was thinking the same. it's M having the vapors. Yeah. I don't mean any harm. Well, it is harmful when you disrespect someone's not even just, I mean, it's not even about gender. It's not even about trans anything. It's just calling people by the name that they have that's legal. I mean, my name is Lynna Lopez. That's my name. So, um, oh, when do I start to get calling you Mark again? Tracy, Sherry. I'm sorry, no disrespect. Stomp the Dragon. Well, Stomp, I appreciate all your nice comments and everything. And I noticed that you are, one of my ex's friends and followers and stuff, and you hang out with their, with her group and all that. So I don't know how much to trust, but I appreciate your kind words and stuff, and how you've been very complimentary. And you're saying now, I saw your home leaving video, very sad situation. It was a very devastating situation, honestly. And I'm not the type of person that just tried to shove my issues in my children's face. I respectfully did as I was asked to do, and I just wouldn't want to force, you know, my journey onto anybody. And I didn't want to embarrass my kids, but I also wanted to fight for them. And recently, I looked at some of the old videos that I did when I came down to Nashville for the hearing to be able to have custody or something going on with the proceedings from my first divorce, or my only divorce actually. And there were just some very devastating things that took place. Really, um, it's sad. It's sad. Stop. I'm giving you another 60 days, Mark, and we'll see you flip your script again, just like you did over and over again. Stomp the Dragon, I saw that too. Such raw emotion, such a combo of sadness at the ending of one situation, yet so hopeful of something new. I was hopeful of, being able to live an authentic, truthful life. I think I'm going to try to turn on a light, maybe. Let me see if I could turn on a light here. Hopefully, I have enough light. All right. It's live TV. Let me see. We call it A being the source, right? So this is without, this is with my old TV days. Okay, let me see. Sorry, guys. Okay, there's a light. Oops, it's so bright. Okay, so where do I put it? Okay, I want to um, have it go up in the sky. I don't think that's very good. Hold on. I'm such a stickler when it comes to this kind of stuff. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'm gonna bounce it off the ceiling. Oh, it gets so hot. This is a halogen lighter. Anyway, as I was distracted. But let me see. Let me catch up with these. With these. I'm sorry, no disrespect. Good. I saw. Good question, Errol. It's sad. Stop. Yeah, I was I was expecting, I was expecting, I was hopeful because I knew that for the first time in my life, I was able to be truthful with myself as a person, as an individual, as me, and that was something that I struggled with for a very long time, you know, and it was misconstrued, I believe, by those that knew me as being, you know, um, deceptive or um, as hiding or just, you know, bearing away the truth. I mean, I just recently spoke with my mom, and she let me. I think this camera is like facing the wrong way, so let me flip it since I then could. Is it? Now you can read it. This is from my friend Jamie, and she gave it to me before I moved from. Okay, so before I moved from Silver City, she sent me this in the mail. It says, "Beauty begins the moment you decide to be yourself." And I just wanted to let her know that that is still with me, this pillow. I've been trying to keep it from getting any makeup stains on it and from getting dirty at all and stuff. So thank you so much, Jamie. Again, I appreciate, sending me this beautiful pillow. I treasure it, and I treasure many things that people give me. It's just so nice. So, what was I saying? Yeah, it was raw. It was raw back then because it was real. It was real. It was like I was losing. Sorry, I'm slipping. I'm falling. So let me sit up a little bit. Um, it was just really. It's hard. It's hard, people, because you want to do the right thing. You really do. And I grew up in a household where we were taught to do the right thing. And I wasn't taught, you know, to be a rude person. I wasn't taught to be a divisive person. I wasn't taught to be a mean spirited person. So, whatever I became in the last 4 years, truthfully, I can say that that was not me. That was not me. That was something else. That was something else. You know, I was in such a poor emotional state at the time back in 2015. But I've been beaten up by people ever since I transitioned. Um, I didn't mean to be rude. I'm not Maritza Paul. Of course, they had to call me Paul again. You dragged Lynna through it, tried to drive her to self destruction. Didn't work then, and it goddamn isn't going to work now. That's the reason I'm here. I meant Lynna, sorry. Well, thank you, Vapor. Thank you for calling me my name. Appreciate that. No, I guess so. Let me see. No, I guess you aren't Maritza. You're Mark, aren't you? I don't know, Errol. I don't know who Vapor is, but um, no idea. It's like it's silly games, If you know Mark or Maritza, whatever, is welcome to come into this channel. I don't, I'm not gonna ban them from speaking if they wanted to. Yes, Tracy, I started following Lynna's story too. A truly sincere, warm, and kind person. Thank you, Stomp. I appreciate it. Um, It's a it's I guess, a lifetime of feeling like you've been, I don't know, passed over, that you've been relegated to being a person who can't handle the truth or can't handle reality, who is weak, who is unable to stand on their own 2 feet. It's like a lifetime of that. My ex, or the person I was with back in January, said that when I did break up with them, that you know it was going to be sad for me because I wouldn't be able to ever find anybody again, that I was their last hope, and or they were my last hope, and that I needed to really think hard about what I'm doing. And I just know and have known that life was going to get much better for me, and it has. I mean, the evidence is in the proof of what's taken place. I mean, for crying out loud, I'm getting breast augmentation soon, sooner than I expected. So Sherry, Errol, we need to take bets when Mark returns. Get Las Vegas odds going. Guys, I don't know with regards to that. I really don't. If that means, that my the person that I was living with in January um, is ever going to get back to being legally a male anymore. Um, you know, it was definitely um, something that they did, and it was a massive transition for them. So I don't know if they're gonna ever want to go back. Stomp the Dragon. Hey Sherry, you thought I was Maritza on Calvin's video. I wasn't and am not. I've gotten a broader perspective now. Oh Sherry, I'll run that action for days. Let's do it. I'm booking book for 60 days. I'm backing book for you. I've known Mark for a long time, never saw him play the girl game for more than 60 days. How is Shadow? Well, nice for you to ask. Shadow's in his well, he's sleeping. Let me show you. See him? He's in there. Shadow. He's sleeping. He's had a busy day. Yeah, he's had a very busy day. Um, his one of his pack had a um, she got neutered today. She got spayed, right? Isn't that what you call it? Um, and basically, you know, Shadow's next because Shadow likes to hump anything that walks. So he's next. After my breast augmentation, we're gonna we're gonna take him to the vet and have him fixed because he is like a dog on a mission all the time. It's funny. Um, so let me see. She damn near killed Lynna by forcing. He damn near killed Lynna by forcing her to attempt revision. Errol, that was a very dangerous time for me. I mean, I'm not going to say that I was suicidal, but once I got back into that, mode, I remember back in Fort Lauderdale when I had this moment, listening to Spanish praise music and feeling bad about my kids, feeling withdrawn from them and disconnected, and seeing my children all in front of the sign at the college that my son was going to start attending, and I was just like so broken, and I was like, gosh, I need to be there, or I needed to be there. I should have taken that picture. You know, I was just really devastated um, about my children, and that's why I did what I did. And that's why I made the video about detransitioning. You know, and then it was just an evening. Had it's not even like hours after I had decided to detransition. Went to a ball game with Maritza as detransition. I still had long hair. We went to go watch a Marlins baseball game, and we went to go visit her sister, who couldn't believe, honestly, couldn't believe that Mark had become a believer and had become a Christian. She was just like, are you kidding me? Are you this is a joke, right? This is a joke, and it got very uncomfortable there for a while because she couldn't fathom that a person who's so anti-God, anti-Christian, anti anything about Jesus and would make fun of it would venture to be this Bible believing Christian or something. So during that time, I was just so like distraught because I remember thinking about like, what have I just done? And then the person that I met that I was living with in January, they told me, you could get on T and I can get you all bulked up and get you looking really hot and get you looking really good and everything. And I was like, oh, oh, come on, just do it, you know. So went to the gym and I started taking steroids, testosterone, not steroids. Steroids, no. Testosterone, yes. Well, isn't steroids testosterone? I don't know. Whatever it is. So I remember my body was changing and I was like, what's going on here? I'm bulking out. And I got the same ick feeling that I had before. And it was like, oh God, no, this is not happening. I am not back in square one again. I mean, seriously, am I really going this direction again? So I was just very distraught. And I remember, you know, we took pictures out on the Riverwalk, and I had no shirt on, and the person who's like been transitioned for as long as I had been at that time, to have to go back to doing that and to presenting like that, and then to see that there was no benefit from having done hormones for as long as I did. I was just so very frustrated, you know. I was just so very frustrated. So let me see. Wow, a lot of people. Are you still an anti-LGBT? Stop the dragon. Are we all going to the hot place? Hell, Satan. He is my co-pilot. He has the best parties. Meant stomp the dragon. Nah, I stopped hanging there so much, Lynna. I had appreciated meeting Ritz, who was speaking out against the drag kid thing. I'm not here to down her. I started following you too. I was afraid. Hello, Lynna. I hope you're doing well. I am doing really well, Deborah. Very, very well. to say anything at first because I didn't want people to think I was playing enemy camps. I'm me. Your stream is buffering so much it's hard to hear. Oh, I welcome Mark into this channel too. Brings back the good old days when I ripped his face in social media. Seems Vaporform is a real attachment to Mark's videos that he does in drag playing church lady. My goodness, I'm not him or her. Tracy says, we all have had our moments, Lynna. I've displayed spectacular poor decision making from time to time. Sherry says, the video isn't buffering for me, it's working good. Stomp the Dragon. Sherry, I never ever said I wasn't. I was anti-LGBT or anything about anyone going to hell. At that point, I was just trying to defend Maritza. Guess you knew a lot more than me. Errol, 2 subscribers, no content. Every one of Mark's videos is liked by the channel. Speaks volumes that a narcissist has to make up subscribers to like himself more. Aw, Shadow. Deborah, wait until Shadow's a year old before getting him neutered. Well, my doctor told me, my veterinarian, right? She said that he's ready after 6 months. So, um, my friend has 2 show black labs, and she knows a lot about animals, and so she just thinks that Shadow could really benefit from getting neutered, you know, because he's just a little bit over the top. So no, my channel has no content. Yeah, I've liked some of Maritza's videos. I've also liked some of Lynna's now. It's not about enemy camps as far as I'm concerned. I've watched a bunch of Lynna's videos. Right, Stomp. Have done deep diving to put things together to have a better perspective. I've not said a mean thing to Lynna. Lynna's a very nice person. Lynna is nice. Vapor Farm says, just lost. Vapor Farm, why don't you take the negative vibe elsewhere, please? Sherry, oh, I have had a lot of experience with M's weird ideologies on LGBT peeps. The role of cis women and other strange things. Stomp the Dragon. Mindful Moose, hey! Well, I see you found some good people watching your back while Phoenix is on her vision quest. She would approve. And remember, I'm still watching, so everyone be nice. Thanks. Thanks so much, Moose. I appreciate you. Okie dokie, Sherry. I meant shit, Tracy, Vapor Farm. If I'm not welcome, I'm good. Mindful Moose, I was wondering where Phoenix has been. What a wonderful lady. Give Shadow a hug from me and Phoenix, love ya. I will do that, Mindful Moose. Yeah, Tracy, Phoenix is off on a native vision quest, I guess they call it. Spiritual journey, something, something, something. So, I haven't kicked you out, Vapor Pharma. You can do and say whatever you want to. Um, but you say that I'm lost, and I wanted to kind of understand where you're coming from with that, because are you saying that I'm lost because I don't know Jesus? Are you saying that I'm lost because I'm, living my life, you know, as a woman as opposed to living my life as a man? I mean, is that something that gives you the reason to say that I'm lost? Because um, I don't see that. I don't see myself as being lost. I see myself as being able to look at things from a perspective as a person who was a Christian for years. Um, um, and I've been in the church, and I know the Word of God, and I've gone to Bible college, and I've worked with Christian ministries, and you know, um, just just want to know where it is that you find me being lost. Is it just in the sense of, you know, is it just this gender identity thing that makes me lost? Is that what it is? Because I mean, if it is, you're entitled to your own opinions. I just mean lost Lynna. I feel bad for your children. Stating that someone is lost is judgmental, says Tracy, and you can't know how someone else feels. So you think I'm lost with regards to losing my children? Is that, because because you said Lynna is nice, just lost. And that didn't really speak to anything about my kids. That just spoke about, you know, that's like when the person that I was with back in January said, I don't really know what it is thinking or it is doing over there, but so my person, that I was married to, or the person that I knew back in January, I was living with in January, um, called me an it, right? Called me an it. And then in videos later, they kind of like qualified it and they said, oh, things were kind of broken, misconstrued in what I said, it must be because of my Cubanness or something. I was like, no, you called me an it. Everybody knows that. Sherry was there. Sherry heard it. It was like, you disrespected me. You couldn't even call me a human being. I was at that point called by my ex an it. And Vapor, I mean, you say you're not judging, but then you say, Lynna's nice. She's just, oh, they're just lost. And then you say, oh, no, no, no. I mean, I just mean lost, like as in your children. Oh. And it's like, you know, you can feel bad for my children, but there's two people that are there's five children. One person that loves those children. I mean, that they're lost. They're lost to me. I mean, I don't even get the decency of being given a picture of my kids. One of them I know is 6'2", 235. I'm like, whoa, where did that kid grow? How did that kid grow? So Errol says that would be Mark's forte, playing the feel bad for your children bullshit card, right, Mark? I know. Well, see, that's what people do. And that's what, they think is going to like shame me into some kind of, you know, oh my God, I'm wrong. I'm such a bad person. I've done so many evil things type of mentality and stuff that I need to like, they know that one of the juggernauts to hurting me has always been to come at me against me through my children. And Vapor Farm started, you know, with this conversation and said, you know, uh, Paul, I think you're a handsome man. How are your children? I mean, they don't mean to be offensive when they're bringing up something that's painfully, obviously destructive to me, that I would lose my kids. But, hey, no judging. What I don't judge is you, Vapor. I don't judge you. And you're welcome to speak and share and to say whatever you want to say. I won't kick you out. Um, I have deep dived into the old transition radio shows and into Lynna's videos. Much broader perspective. Well, I'm glad, Stomp. I'm glad that you're looking at the full picture, and that you're not just looking at one side of the story. Because there's a lot of layers to this onion, and there's a lot of things that have taken place um, in the span of time. And these are things that when you go back and you look at the videos and you see what was said and you see how my countenance was, how the person I was living with in January's countenance was, um, and how they were as opposed to how I was. And, there were so many obvious ways where you could see what was going on, you know. So Phoenix walks in 3 worlds and will be happy to hear from her friends when she gets back. Nice. Errol, or are you one of those turfs that got your panties in a wad when Mark wanted to go Lesbo Fest and you didn't let him go? Sherry, right-wing Christians are all about judging people, Vapor Farm. Who are you addressing, Errol? Stomp says. Errol, please go on. Vapor Farm, you are the master of all things gender. How about you take a stab at my true-born gender? Okay, Lynna, you're not an it. I'm sorry. Okay. Vapor Farm, yes, Mark called Lynna an it. Pretty disrespectful in my book. Oh my goodness, folks, chill. Do you love your children? Of course you do. So shut the F up, Vapor Farm, or be nice like a good Christian should be. No judgment here. Well, see, Christians don't, the way it's being spoken about now is that Christians have a mandate to judge people, that they have a mandate from God. And, the ironic thing is that the person that I was living with in January has always had a mandate from somewhere, from the universe, from source, from the mother goddess, from their higher self, from from the father, from Abba, from daddy. So it's always been a mandate. But see, the mandate has always been, my child, you are the wise one. Go speak to the dumb people that don't understand and give them pearls of wisdom to share so that they someday will come to realize the truth, And 6 months ago, it was the truth being that, you know, this whole Christian thing is a farce and that Jesus never died and never existed and that the kingdom of God is within you. And why do you marvel at the things I do? Because the things you do will be much greater than I, because, you are a God within. And so all this stuff, right? It's all the same. But see, what doesn't ever change is this sense of being superior to and having more wisdom than you, than me. That everybody else is wrong, that everybody else is doing bad things, that everybody else is a pervert, that everybody else is evil, that throwing the whole LGBT under the bus, telling them that they're going to hell and that it's hot and that if your hand offends you to cut it off and all this stuff. Yet you also have, you know, this person just say whatever they want without regard to anything. It just, it's sad. It's really sad. It really is. So continuing here, I'm glad I'm not in it. Vapor, thank you. Um, Stomp. By the way, Sherry, I actually went back and deleted a lot of my comments in that thread. Couldn't find them all. I was sorry I participated, but never said anything about being anti-LGBT or anyone going to hell. You know my thoughts. They're chosen, so they say they are the only right ones. Errol, since I got knocked offline, I'll repeat what I said before I was knocked offline. Yeah, feel free, Errol. Speak away. Um, I I watched this morning, and as everyone knows, the person that I was with back in January had Lori Hill on, and Lori Hill was my friend. Lori Hill was not the person that I was living with in January's friend. Lori Hill and I spent a lot of time talking, and the irony is that somehow, some way, something happened, which I was a catalyst to helping to bring about in Lori's life and in the person that I met back that I was living back in January with in their life. Um, I obviously affected them, and they mentioned me, and I was grateful that she did mention me. Um, but I'm being called, a devil, and being called evil, an abomination, Baphomet, all of that. And ironically, I'm the one that encouraged these two women that were speaking this morning to follow after and seek after God. I mean, it's like, oh, the irony. When does the devil lead people to Jesus? See, that's what confounds me is that they say all these, the person that I met back in that I was living with in January says that, I'm so evil and I'm so double-minded and unsure of myself and such destructive person. But I'm the one who sat down with them and cried with them and sincerely like took their hand and led them into like praying. And at the time I you know they said, I don't know how to ask Jesus into my heart. Can you help me? And I said, yeah, sure, I'll help you. And I told them, and I said, in our apartment in Fort Lauderdale, I said, dear Jesus, I come before you now. And, you know, she repeated the words. I acknowledge that I'm a sinner and that I'm in need of your grace. And it was by your blood shed on Calvary that I'm able to have the grace in my life and your forgiveness. And I thank you. And I'm your child and this and that. But I'm being demonized because I'm the person that is in the wrong now. I'm the person that hasn't decided to detransition along with them. And the falsities that are being spread, you know, as if I divorced because, I was forced to break away from this person because they wanted to follow hard after God. No, that wasn't true. That wasn't true at all, but that's what's being said now. It's really crazy. So Vapor says, quit attacking me, Errol. You're a bully. Sherry, Vapor, I think M needs to chillax, calling LGBT peeps filth and Satan's seeds, and blaming us and Lynna for all his problems makes M sound off his rocker. I carry a 47 XXY chromosome, Vapor Farm. Does that make me an it? Should I wear a dress because I don't have a cock? Or should I wear pants because I don't have a vagina? Tell me, Vapor Farm, oh expert of all things gender. Oh, I have the evangelicals calling me the product of a fallen world because God doesn't make mistakes. And there are only men and women in living proof that God really effed it up. Errol, there are things that happen in life, and people just need to accept the reality that things aren't just so black and white. You know, we are made of trillions of cells. We're not even just one person, we are a community of cells that work together in order to make this body function as it does. So, you know, you know, I mean, it's like vapor. I just stepped in to look at the other side. I'm okay now and understand. Mindful moves. We're not attacking you. We are protecting Lynna from people who come in with mean speech. Vapor, I haven't attacked you at all. I haven't said a mean, derogatory thing about you at all. And I hope that whatever you come to learn from, coming to my channel and sitting here in this chat room has been beneficial to you. I mean no harm to you. I, respect your beliefs. If you don't believe in, people having gender issues, that's okay. I mean, I'm not going to tell you, oh, you're wrong. You know, I know I have. Um, I don't understand it when people who have never had gender dysphoria, who specifically went on record to say that they never experienced gender dysphoria, that they would be ironically the same people to say that gender dysphoria doesn't exist. Well, I'm not crazy. And I'm here to tell you that it does exist. It does exist. Um, there are many people who would feel the same way as I do, you know, um, because I don't, I've been told that I don't have a strong backbone. And honestly, you know, I don't. I'm not going to say that I do. I'm not going to say that I have a strong backbone because I don't. And no matter what I try to do, I get butt hurt really easily. And I just want to curl up in a ball and hide, you know. Um, so I'm not a mean person, and I can't, you know, I just can't do it. It's like I lose myself as a person when I put on the mean cap. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Um, Good, because you do shit like dead name Lynna. You hurl insults directly at people like me with your hatred. As long as you want to hate on people like Lynna and me, I'll happily return the favor. Sherry says, who's attacking me, Vapor? We know you don't see LGBT people as decent human beings. I hope at some time you'll change this viewpoint. Thank you, Tracy, says Mindful Moose. And Debbie Lynn TV. Hey, Lynna Lopez. Hey, Debbie, how are you? My breast augmentation is coming up. I'm so excited, you guys. So excited. I would tell you what day it is. Really, I would. But I hesitate to because I just don't want negativity to follow me. I'm already being told, you'll never be a woman because, a breast augmentation, men having breast augmentation won't turn them into women and blah, 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 blah. I'm just like, that's all great and wonderful. If that's what you believe, then go with it, run with it, But I know that when I do get 38 C's, I'm going to feel so much better about myself. Because what? Because I have what? Wait, oh, is it something that doesn't exist? Would an otherwise sane person want to put breast implants in their body? Would a man want to just put breast implants in their body just because they feel like it? I don't think so. I think that those of us with gender dysphoria have reasons for doing what we do. I'm going for double D's. Oh my gosh, that's too much. That's too much. I wouldn't be able to run anymore. It's like I was phalloplastied at 7 years old, fixed my gender. What God fucked up took a team of 3 surgeons 7 hours to fix. What? That's crazy, Errol. That's crazy. I had no idea. No idea. I I don't remember that conversation. I don't know. Maybe I missed something. You know. Oh, and Mark accused me of being born female and transitioning. That was back when I was with Jocelyn. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that time is just a big blur to me. Honestly, it's like a big blur to me because there's so many things that have taken place and stuff. I wasn't in my right mind back then, literally. I really wasn't. I just I just look at some of those videos and some of the things that I said. It was like, and we'll be coming for you too, trans community, and be on guard. And I'm like, what? What was I saying and why? Well, my body size 5'11". Well, yeah, that's great. Debbie, I'm also 5'10", so double D sounds scary. The boob fairy's gonna pass out from that wish. Sherry, you are so funny. I've been meaning to talk to you. My friend, she would love to talk to you too, because I mean, that comment you made about the baby Jesus was like, it was so classic. My gosh, it was so classic. Yeah, double D's sound very scary to me. Yeah, I would second that, Sherry. Very scary. I just I I don't know what to say. After I get don't like sleeping on your stomach, do you? That's right. Those of you who do want double D's, you can kiss the stomach sleeping goodbye. Good thing for me though, I sleep on my back, so even after, I'm gonna have to wear my surgical bra for a while, and they're gonna put surgical tape on the incision, and it's gonna be very tender, and I've got 2 prescriptions that I have to go to Costco to get um, fulfilled, um, completed. I don't know, whatever the word is. Never forget. No, it was the magic, the the baby Jesus. That's what you call it, the baby Jesus. Baby Jesus. And it is a baby. And it's like I totally want, after I have my BA done, I want to get GCS done too. And I'm believing that that's going to happen. I really am. I'm believing that that is in my future. And now the things that were unattainable are now very much attainable for me. Well, when I go, I'm going to have the doc tell me what would be best for my size, but I don't want us too small. Too small. My band size is 42. Debbie Lynn. I had C cups by 12 years old. Hated them. Then after I had my daughter, they stayed D cup. That's plenty big due to clothing. I'm 6'1". Whoa, Tracy. Whoa. 6'1". Shadow looks like he's waking up. We may have a visit from Shadow. Oh, Shadow. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Say hi. Come on. Come on, Shadow. Come on. You know you want to. Come on. Let's go. Let's go, buddy. Are you coming? Are you coming? He may need encouragement. Hold on. How about it? How about it? How about it? How about your little stuffed animal? This is your little buddy you got. Oh, he's here for you. Oh, so Shadow makes an appearance. He's here. Oh, there he is. Say hi. Okay, come here and say hi. Say hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. This is Shadow. My shadow puppy. My puppy. Moose says hello. Moose says hello. And Phoenix says hello. Yep, yep. And so does everybody else. Sherry said hello. Debbie Lynn says hello. I'm out. I'm gonna go watch videos where Lynna shows her legs because Lynna's legs. Ooh, oh my god. Well, Lynna's legs are holding the computer up right now. But let's see. Phoenix had a stone she ground up, got rid of her scars. Never told me what it was though. He's awesome. He is awesome. Awesome Shadow. My awesome Shadow puppy. Yes, you are. Mama loves you, loves you, loves you. You're my buddy, aren't you? He's a precious buddy. I don't know what it'd be like without him. What would it be like? What would life be like without Shadow? His ears, yeah. He's got those Batman ears. Bat ears. Bat ears. So cute. He's got these great markings too. I forget the word for it, but the vet had a word for the markings. My Shadow. He loves to play though. Like, you wanna play? Play? No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no. Stop. Let go. Let go. Let go. Stop it. I know. This is must-see TV, isn't it? Must-see TV. Yeah, so life is good, you guys. I am not complaining. I have nothing to complain about. Um, my only daughter is going to be turning 19 this month. And guess what? I've been debating on what to get her for her birthday. Because guess what? I can now. So, anybody have any ideas what to get a 19-year-old woman? Because she's, yeah, I haven't seen her forever. I love her to pieces though. And I hope, whoa, what are you doing, Shadow? Just knocked, what are you doing? He like got up underneath the pillow that's holding the laptop and he like tried to flip it up. What are you doing, puppy? What are you doing? Huh? So, so yeah, I'm not gonna say that my life sucks because it doesn't. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. So I leave for Seattle soon, and that's gonna be really cool because next time I'm in Seattle, I will be doing my surgery. I'll probably talk about it before. It's only supposed to be like a 2-hour procedure, so, but what a life-changing experience it's going to be. I'm telling you. Just think it's even happening is just like, whoa. Your videos of Seattle and Mayflowers were wonderful. Well, I absolutely enjoy making videos. Then I know it exists, but we grow out of it mostly. What do you mean, Vapor? I'm just curious. We know it exists. I know it exists, but we grow out of it mostly. Not quite sure what you're talking about. Yeah, Stomp, I really appreciate your comments about that. Those videos in Seattle. Um, it's so fun, you know. There's so many beautiful things, you know, on this planet. And I just love sharing that stuff with you guys. It's fun. To me, it's fun because I know that many people won't ever be able to go to Seattle, you know, but, you know, seeing the Pike Place Market and all the shops and the fish and all the little stores and all the things that they were throwing fish out there. It was like, it's such a cool place. We had this awesome gyro too. Oh my gosh, I barely was able to share, you know, the picture of what I was eating. You know, I was doing a video and they just showed like the lettuce and putting some of the sauce or something, but they gave us the lamb and it was a big, huge gyro, and we sat there, and it was like so yummy, so good. And my friend was like, "Oh no, this is just one of the places here. This is just one." I was like, "What? Are you kidding? Are you serious?" So I'm looking forward to sharing that stuff with you guys. And also, I'm looking forward to like giving you guys more information about what's happening with me, what's happening in my life and where I'm going and what the journey looks like, and you won't find me ever judging you guys or telling you that you're going somewhere that's hot or anything. I mean, that's just not me. I've grown past that stuff. I lived it. I lived it for too long. And for a kid who, my mom dropped me off at the movie theater one day when we were at the mall in California, and she just wanted to dump me off because she wanted to look at dresses and stuff, and go shopping. But um, I watched this movie. It was called The Great Muppet Movie Caper. Ooh, does that sound evil? So there I am in my innocence, just sitting there in the dark theater, and I was thinking to myself, "Oh, Jesus, please don't come tonight. Please don't come right now because if you do, I may be left behind because I went to a movie." It's like, what pain, what guilt, what control does it take for someone to do that to someone else? I mean, it boggles my mind. Really, it does. So I think I'm fading a little bit. So maybe I'm just going to stop here after I yawn and call it a night, call it a night. It's been a good night and it's been great chatting with all of you. And thank you so much for hanging out with me here. And remember that beauty begins where? The moment, the moment that you decide to be yourself. All right, you guys. Shadow says good night. I say good night. And everybody have a wonderful evening. And just know that true love doesn't judge. True love accepts, loves, and is compassionate. See you guys next time. All right. Bye bye.